The first thing I learned about was this company called Timeline. And so this is one of the products that really stood out to me, but just shout out to Elta for making sunscreens that everybody can use. I spent time with my friends at Neutrogena. The keynote speaker at the AAD was John Legend. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Mara Weinstein. I'm a board certified dermatologist and I am reporting to you live from the AAD in Denver, which stands for the American Academy of Dermatology. It is the largest gathering of dermatologists from across the US and the entire world. There's actually about 20,000 dermatologists who come to this meeting every year. And what's so special about it is a collaboration amongst all of those subspecialists and dermatologists. So you're receiving information from dermatologists who specialize in pediatrics, in pathology, in surgery, in cosmetics. I'm reporting to the meeting here as a faculty member. I had 2 lectures on Friday where I lectured residents and upcoming test takers on questions for the board. So I created questions related to skin of color and cosmetics and reviewed the responses and answers with them during that session. And then I also have a couple sessions tomorrow. So we're doing a hands-on laser course and a hands-on filler course, which I'm really excited about. In addition to my lecturing, I also had the opportunity to meet with so many different brands and learn more about their new products and their innovations and clinical research. I'd love to walk through those with you and give you an insider view into what's new and coming and what are we talking about at the AAD at the biggest conference of the year with dermatologists. So I started my time at the AAD, as I mentioned, giving lectures, but I also spent a lot of time in the exhibit hall. And this is where all the brands gather and set up their exhibits. They give out samples, but they also give a lot of education with their samples. They talk about their new launches. And the first thing I learned about was this company called Timeline. So they're really in the longevity space, both in topical skincare and for supplements. Their key ingredient is Urolithin A, which is also known as MitoPure. And this is an ingredient that induces mitophagy, which basically means that it helps to eliminate all of those dead mitochondria, which is a key working structure among all of your cells. And without healthy mitochondria, we can't have healthy cellular function, which then leads to, overall cell health and cellular aging. So we really need to make sure that we clear out all those bad mitochondria in order to make new healthy ones. So Urolithin A activates mitophagy, which is a process that removes old dysfunctional mitochondria and promotes the growth of new healthy ones. What we've seen is that it helps to improve our muscle strength and endurance. Clinical trials show that 500 to 1,000 milligrams daily can increase muscle strength in the hamstrings and quadriceps and improve aerobic endurance. What that means for the skin is that it helps reduce inflammation as well, or this process we now know called inflammaging, which can lead to increased sensitivities on the skin and accelerated signs of aging. And so, yes, we want to be using products on the skin that reduce inflammaging. It also helps with anti-aging overall because it helps improve our cellular performance on our skin especially. And so the topical ingredients help with our skin quality and anti-aging and inflammation. And then the supplements, like I mentioned, help with muscle strength, endurance, and also ensuring that our body is healthy from the inside out. The next booth that I had the pleasure of stopping by and learning more about their products was Anua. So Anua is a Korean skincare brand. It's really blowing up in the US. They have products from double cleansing mechanism, so an oil-based cleanser and a gentle foaming cleanser. They have an acne product, and they also now have their new barrier repair product, which comes in 3 different forms. So a gel form, a lightweight moisturizer, and then a heavier moisturizer. All of their products are really lovely. They're backed by science, and they're produced in Korea, which is so exciting. And all of their clinical studies are at an MIT equivalent university in Korea. And so this is one of the products that really stood out to me. It's the Barrier Reboot Sebum Cleansing Wash. So this is a face wash for the shower, and it has salicylic acid in it. So it's great for reducing pore size for acne prone skin. It also has ML3 precursors in it, which help to support your skin barrier so that it's not just that cell acid, which can be overdrawing in some cases. This is an exfoliating cleanser that's meant to be for daily use. As a dermatologist, we often tell patients if they're using a face wash with active ingredients, then they should leave it on their skin for a little bit to really get the benefit of those active ingredients. And so this cleanser has BHA in it, which is also known as salicylic acid. And they created it so that when you put it on the skin, it's actually clear. And then as you massage it around and leave it on for a few minutes, you'll see that over time, these little tiny bubbles form. and it kind of self-foams, which is really awesome. And so the point is that once you see that foaming start, that you've left it on long enough, and then you can start rinsing it off. Look at that. It's still super foamy. I can wipe off the foam and it'll actually reform. I'm just fascinated by this cleanser. It feels so amazing in the shower. I've used it the past 2 nights ever since I got it, and I've just absolutely loved using it. So amazing product by Anua. Next, I want to give a special shout out to our friends at EltaMD. So they did this amazing collaboration with Lucy Kirk. You can see how beautiful this packaging is for one of their famous sunscreens, which is the UV Daily. And this sunscreen has 1 chemical ingredient and then zinc oxide, 9% zinc oxide. So it's a really lovely mesh. And the packaging is really beautiful, as you can see. And this packaging was meant to celebrate Derm Day, which Elta has coined every year on March 13th. It's National Dermatologist Day, just honoring the work that dermatologists do. And so they celebrated this year with this special packaging and sending all the derms some goodies, which I'm so appreciative of. And I'll just show you this sunscreen. So it's a really nice lightweight sunscreen, and it blends nicely into my skin tone. And because it's that hybrid chemical plus mineral sunscreen, it really should blend nicely into all skin tones. I know, as I've recommended this to my patients, they all really love it. EltaMD also makes tinted sunscreens in 3 different shades. And so if you are particularly prone to pigment formation or melasma, you're gonna wanna reach for one of their tinted sunscreens instead. But just shout out to Elta for making sunscreens that everybody can use and love. The next product I want to highlight is the new Eclaro BPO by Roche-Posay. So this is a treatment for acne. It contains 5.5 benzoyl peroxide in it. So there's safety data to show that it's safe to use in 13 and up, which is really that time where developing skin starts to change. We develop more oil glands, more sebum production, and those first signs of acne might start. And this is a nice product for 13 and up to use to treat their beginning signs of acne or just to spot treat. So it comes out in a little tube, and you can really just apply it to the areas that are broken out on the skin. One thing to note about benzoyl peroxide is that it does bleach your towels and your clothes. So I just put it on my hands, but I'm gonna wash my hands off immediately before touching anything like my dress because I don't wanna bleach out the color. So make sure that when you apply it after showering and after getting dressed, and then let it dry completely before putting on any moisturizers or anything like that. And behind me, you can see the bags and the swag that we got from a lot of these skincare brands. It's so fun. They're handing out full-size products, and we're able to visit all the booths and learn about all the science and new innovation. The next skincare line that I really loved learning more about was Glow Recipe. We learned from the founder herself the story behind the products. They're actually a Korean-based company that is sold at Sephora and online. And their new product are these toner pads. So there's 3 different types. I have the vitamin C ones here with me. And what's really nice about these toning pads is that they are very thin. And I'm not gonna open one because I was told that if you open it in advance, then it will kind of spew out in the airplane because of the pressure. And there's a lot of great serum that's saturating those toner pads. So I'm just gonna show you this and the packaging, but the toner pads kind of look like this. So they're shaped with a little groove in them. So they're meant to be placed on the skin, and they can be placed right up underneath your eye and left on for a couple minutes so that your skin can really absorb the great ingredients that they have in them. So this one has 5 different types of vitamin C, caffeine, guava, and glutathione. So antioxidants, lightening, brightening ingredients, and also a little bit of soothing ingredients. And these are just a lovely product. They're a new line. I'm really excited for everybody to try these. And you can see this awesome pink bag that they gave out that everyone was carrying around in the exhibit hall. It was so cute. The next company I really want to shout out to is this company called Array. This is a company that is really backed by science and innovation and created a product line to help prolong scalp health and overall hair health and ultimately slow the process of graying. Because we know there's not one thing that causes gray hair. It could be genetic, it could be stress induced, it could be hormonal, it could be medication. So there's a lot of different things that contribute to graying and also premature graying. And so the founder of this company delved deep into the science behind why this happens, and all of the products are meant to support the scalp barrier, because we all know how important it is to support the skin barrier on our face to prevent signs of aging and to restore our overall skin health. But it's rare that we talk about the scalp health and the scalp barrier. And so all of his products are formulated to improve the scalp barrier. There's a night serum that helps reduce cortisol levels on the scalp so that ultimately we're growing healthier, denser, thicker, darker hair so that the process of hair thinning, breakage, and graying doesn't happen prematurely. So this is the mask. It's a deep conditioning treatment to protect, hydrate, and restore. And I was told it's great for fine and curly hair, so I'm excited to use it and I'll let you know how it goes. They also make an oral supplement for overall hair health, which I don't have to show you, but definitely check out this line. Next, I spent time with my friends at Neutrogena and learned and also educated all about the water cream. What's super exciting about this cream is that now it's being used pre and post procedurally. So there were just some studies that came out showing that the Neutrogena water cream can be used pre-procedure and post-procedure. And I do a lot of procedures in the office. So this can be used now to help with that healing and reduce that time of redness, reduce your post-treatment healing time. And so I'm excited to try this in the office with my patients. And last, just on my little display here, I had the chance to spend an evening with Chanel, and I was just really impressed by their science and by their product sourcing. They're really intentional with their ingredients and their sourcing, and also with the overall experience of their product. This is the Sublimage line that I'm holding as the ultimate cream. These are really luxurious products, and I'm so excited to try them and give everyone feedback on how wonderful they are, because I already know they're going to be amazing. But just learning more about Chanel and the process of them sourcing ingredients to formulate their products was fascinating. So I'm just so grateful to have been a part of that. Another wonderful part of the AAD is that I get to see all my friends and mentors from the Women's Derm Society. And I just came from the Women's Derm Society luncheon, and it was a wonderful gathering of all women and men in dermatology who sort of follow a similar mindset of leadership, mentorship, and service. And it was great to be able to bring some of my residents along with me to show them how I've experienced the Women's Derm Society and how it's helped me in my career path thus far. And that's something that always happens at the AAD that I look forward to. And lastly, the keynote speaker at the AAD was John Legend, and it was amazing to hear him speak, particularly when he talked about the power of collaboration. So he was talking about how he landed gigs at churches and things while he was an undergrad at UPenn, and unknowingly made connections that ultimately led him to collaborate with Lauryn Hill, and how that power of collaboration leads you to discover new ideas and be open to different concepts and different types of music. And I think that resonates with dermatology as well, because we collaborate a lot in our research and amongst our mentors and our peers to discover new treatment algorithms, protocols, ways to best serve our patients. And I thought his comment on that really resonated with me, and it was just so lovely to hear him speak. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please drop all your questions below and stay tuned for more science-backed content from a dermatologist. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe for more dermatology-approved, science-backed information all about hair, skin, nails, and overall health. Thanks so much.